If this is your first time ever hearing about Afrofuturism, I guarantee you have consumed some type of Afrofuturism content before, right? This may be the first time you're being introduced to the genre formally, right, as an educational concept or as a cool cultural concept, but I guarantee you've definitely interacted with it before. So in this section, I kind of want to go through a few examples, both past and present, of Afrofuturism, just so you can get a better concept of what it is, what it looks like, and how you as a potential creator can add to the genre.
In the truth, that's why the truth is so elusive. All this black magic, black ones, mathematics, black funds, black.
So starting off in the 1970s, we have the King Samual Dalaney, who is an author, writer, aka Chip. And from 1970s, he had Trouble in Titan all the way to 2017. We got Dark Reflections. He has a lot of Afrofuturism content on there and a lot of other planets, which I think is also pretty cool. Up next, a pretty popular one, we have Octavia Butler, very well known for 1979, her book Kindred, which is a dope concept. What it does is it takes an African-American woman from current day and will transport her to antebellum Southern slavery. Right, so again, imagine 2020 you or 2005 you being transported in time to 1805 on a plantation, and what that would feel like, both physically but also psychologically, to know that you're free, but you're now transported to a time where you're not free. And that she has many other books as well, but that's definitely one of my top 10 right there. We also have N.K. Jemisin, who is the author of How Long Till Black Future Month, a lot of mini stories around that concept. And then we'll round this off. There's tons of Afrofuturism writers out there. Definitely get on Amazon, get on the internet, and search a little bit for some books and consume this amazing Afrofuturism. But last but not least, there is the Moore mother, who is a part of the collective Black Quantum Futurism, and she is a poet and activist. So again, a lot of more stuff out there. There's the Black Futures Project, Octavia Butler, Parable of the Sawyer. There's Black Future Month by myself. You know, gotta pub your own stuff. There's How Long Till Black Future Month by Miss N.K. There's Toni Morrison, Bluest Eyes. Ralph Ellison, The Invisible Man. Tons of amazing books to consume with the theme of Black Futurism or Afrofuturism. All right, so reading's not for everybody. I understand that. I am just barely, getting into my page flipping vibe myself. So maybe you prefer to listen to music. Again, in the 1970s, I feel like there was something that may have happened in the 1970s that just sprung this new vibe. The Vietnam War just ended, right? The Vietnam War was 1955 through 1975. A lot of social justice was going on there. There were a lot of Black soldiers that were over there in Vietnam, and then when they came back, maybe you get that freedom, and now you want to express, you want to be, free from the stresses and the agony of war. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. You let me know. Why do you think Afrofuturism has a lot of energy in the 70s? Let me know below. But getting back to it, music. Sun Ra, Space is the Place, and a lot of other music. He was really a kind of a kickstarter and a catalyst to the Afrofuturism movement, not only in music, but in fashion and writing and art as well. Going to modern day times, right, we also have Janelle Monae, amazing artist and actor. We have Missy Elliott, a musician, and I kind of categorize Missy Elliott as a visual artist because all her music videos are dope, right? And you can see the Afrofuturism in the fashion that she chooses to wear and in the visual performance and the dancing performance that she puts on in her music. And then last but not least, there's also a lot of, in my opinion, Afrofuturism inspired artists out there. But the last one that I'll talk about is the Wu-Tang Clan, right? Those bars, those lyrics, they're literally talking about physics within their music, like Wu-Tang Clan, top 10 for sure. Now moving over, right? Maybe you're not a musician, maybe you're not a writer, but maybe you got some bars when it comes to the art department. All right, so when I think of Afrofuturism, when I think of just black art and being cemented within a culture, Jean-Michel Basquiat, hands down, is within that list. And he really got cemented within the culture of art in the New York scene around 1980. And to this day, you see his fashion, you see his art culture, and you see just him as a person. You see the influence that he's had on many people. And it wasn't just his art that was inspiring, it was his kind of unapologetic presence, right? The hair that he chose to wear, the clothes he chose to put on. I'm told, and I've been able to read, that he just had an electrifying personality when he entered the room. So that ability to be unapologetically you, and in you being unapologetically black, love it. So shout out to the king, Jean-Michel Basquiat. So now, if none of that, if you didn't consume any of that stuff, if you don't read books, if you're not into music, if you're not really into art, don't worry. This last one, I'm pretty sure, is going to hit 99.76% of everyone else, and that is movies, right? So the number one, right, the biggest one that I think was a huge catalyst for this came out 2019, maybe 2018, and really set off the modern day Afrofuturism and maybe the modern day Harlem Renaissance, was Black Panther, right? When you think of Wakanda, right? When you think of M'Baku, when you think of just Wakanda, what it stands for, all of the technology, the royalty, the Afrofuturism, that is literally what it is. And that energy that everyone felt going to the movies, that energy that everyone felt wanting to be a superhero afterwards, is an incredible, I think, testament to the power that Afrofuturism could have. Right? If there was 10 movies out there that were like Black Panther, and every single month we were being inspired by these images, every single month we were being inspired by these powers, by this creativity, this technology, imagine what we would be able to do, right? But Black Panther isn't the only Afrofuturism movie out there. Listen, say Afrofuturism 4 times fast. Go ahead, I'll wait for it. All right, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I see you do your thing. But getting back to it, After Earth is a dope, good movie for Afrofuturism. I, Robot, Independence Day. Honestly, like 85% of Will Smith movies are probably Afrofuturism movies. Think about it. The only one maybe is the Ali movie, but even Ali had that Afrofuturism, or that at least pro-black kind of mindset. So go ahead and go through his catalog and let me know which movies from Will Smith are not Afrofuturism. But long story short, there's tons of different ways to consume the vibes of Afrofuturism. Pretty sure you've read one of these books, you've listened to one of these songs, you've watched one of these movies, and if you're like them, see again, how can you support further by making sure you continue to consume that content, or how can you contribute and create content yourself that adds to the Afrofuturism Rolodex? Thank y'all, and of course, make sure you keep on snacking. Peace.
I was in the truth, that's why the truth is so elusive. All this black magic, black ones.